Chelsea filled the FA Cup quarterfinals thanks to the shine of Tammy Abraham. With a victory over Barnsley, despite having only one goal, the Blues filled the FA Cup quarterfinals. Here are the notable highlights of the Barnsley 0-1 Chelsea result. The first highlight is the timely shine of Tammy Abraham. Arranged from the beginning, the English striker played very energetically and was active. Abraham was the only goal scorer of the match to bring victory for the Blues. Remarkable and extremely amazing when in the last 7 appearances at the FA Cup, Abraham marked up to 9 goals scored by Chelsea, including 6 goals and 3 assists. Remarkable and extremely amazing when in the last 7 appearances at the FA Cup, Abraham marked up to 9 goals scored by Chelsea, including 6 goals and 3 assists. It is said that coach Thomas Tuchel is still finding a fixed and exemplary framework for Chelsea in attack. So the players need to work hard to prove themselves to score in the eyes of the teacher, and Abraham is no exception. He affirmed his position with his talent. Other information about Tammy Abraham. Tammy Abraham was born on 2 October 1997, known as Tammy Abraham, is an English professional footballer who plays as a striker for Premier League club Chelsea and the England national team. A graduate of the Chelsea Academy, Abraham made his senior debut for the club in 2016 before spending a season on loan with Championship club Bristol City. It is said that there he enjoyed a successful campaign, culminating in him winning the Player of the Season award, Young Player of the Season and Top Scorer awards, becoming the first player to do this in a single season. A further loan spell at Swansea City followed for Abraham, but the season ended with the club suffering relegation from the Premier League. He then joined Aston Villa in 2018 and became the first player since 1977 to score 25 goals in a single campaign for the club. Formerly an England youth international, Abraham represented the nation from under-18 level and featured at the 2017 UEFA European Under-21 Championship in Poland. He made his senior debut in November 2017. In 2020-21 season, on 23 September 2020, Abraham played as a starter for the first time in 2020-21 season and scored his first goal of the season against Barnsley in the 3rd round of the EFL Cup, which ended in a 6-0 win. Abraham scored a goal in 2 consecutive matches, including his most recent against West Brom on 26 September, where he scored a stoppage-time equaliser in a 3-3 draw at the Hawthorns. In November, he scored in 3 successive games, wins against Sheffield United, Rennes and Newcastle United. Abraham scored a hat-trick in the 4th round of the FA Cup on 24 January 2021 as Chelsea overcame Championship club Luton Town by a score of 3-1. In doing so, Abraham became the first Englishman to score a hat-trick for Chelsea in the FA Cup since manager Frank Lampard in 2007, and he also became the first Chelsea youth team product to score 10 or more goals in back-to-back seasons since Mike Fillery in 1982-83. The second highlight is Barnsley's bad luck to meet Chelsea twice. Comments are said to play in League One. This is the 2nd time Barnsley has clashed with Chelsea this season. Barnsley met the Blues in the 3rd round of the English League Cup, and in the end Barnsley lost 0-6 in a match that Kai Havertz scored a hat-trick. However, in this match, the German player was absent due to injury. Barnsley thereby also became the first team to be eliminated by Chelsea from 2 arenas in one season after man up in the 2012-13 season. It's unlucky for Barnsley. The third highlight is that Reece James has won the trust of Thomas Tuchel and the Chelsea football team. The 21-year-old star was thrown into the field at the beginning of the second half to strengthen the attack. James immediately left his mark with a pass to clear the deck for Abraham to score the only goal of the match. I must say that he played too well. Observers said that even though he switched to a 3-4-3 chart, Reece James still won the trust of coach Tuchel. In the role of wing-back, this British player even boldly promoted his ability to support attack. The 21-year-old star is helped by coach Frank Lampard to shine brightly in the foggy sky, and now, James promises to continue to be a key factor under his new teacher. Hope that will achieve even more impressive success for Chelsea. Other information about Reece James. Reece James, born 8 December 1999, is an English professional footballer who plays as a right back for Premier League club Chelsea and the England national team. On 25 September 2019, James made his debut for Chelsea after returning from injury. He scored 1 goal and assisted 2 in a 7-1 win over Grimsby Town in the third round of the 2019-20 FL Cup. James became Chelsea's youngest ever goalscorer in the UEFA Champions League when he scored the 4th goal of their 4-4 comeback draw with Ajax on 5 November 2019. He signed a long-term contract extension with Chelsea on 16 January 2020. On 14 September 2020, James scored his first Premier League goal in a 3-1 win for Chelsea against Brighton and Hove Albion. On 5 December, James made his 50th appearance for Chelsea in all competitions in the club's 3-1 league win over Leeds United. On 5 October 2020, James was called up for the first time to the senior team by manager Gareth Southgate following an injury to Raheem Sterling. He made his debut on 8 October at Wembley Stadium, coming on as a 58th-minute substitute for Kieran Trippier in a 3-0 win over Wales. He was sent off for dissent after the final whistle in his second start against Denmark. The fourth highlight is that Thomas Tuchel has a goal of winning the championship. This is because when confronting Barnsley is much underestimated, the German strategist still launched a pretty strong team instead of creating conditions for many young factors. It can be seen that the former captain PSG attaches great importance to the FA Cup arena. Chances are that Coach Tuchel is aiming to win the title in England's oldest playground to ensure that Chelsea will avoid an empty season. However, when a series of big men like Man United, Man City, Leicester City, Everton have all filled in the quarterfinals, the task of winning the throne is not easy and requires Chelsea to play stronger and more effective. Some information about Thomas Tuchel. Thomas Tuchel is a German professional football coach and former player who is the head coach at Premier League club Chelsea. Born in Krumbach, Tuchel's playing career ended at age 25 as a result of a chronic knee cartilage injury, and in 2000 he began his coaching career working for the youth teams at VfB Stuttgart for 5 years. In 2009, following a successful one-year period at FC Augsburg II, he was hired by newly promoted Bundesliga club Mainz 05. Tuchel guided Mainz to league stability during his 5 seasons at the club and gained plaudits for his brand of energetic, attacking football. He also cultivated a reputation for his onus on promoting youth players. He departed Mainz in 2014 as a result of financial disputes, and in 2015 was appointed at fellow Bundesliga club Borussia Dortmund, where he won the DFB Pokal before being dismissed in 2017. He was then hired at French club Paris Saint-Germain in 2018, where he won 2 league titles, including a domestic quadruple in his second season, and guided the club to its first ever UEFA Champions League final. However, Tuchel was dismissed in 2020 and was then appointed by English club Chelsea in 2021. Thanks. Please subscribe, like, share,